Hello, GAC Algebra 3. Hope you're doing well tonight. Well, really hope you were doing well today. I'm filming this tonight, watching some Monday Night Football right now, and also just touching base with y'all. Hopefully you're doing well. I apologize I will not be there today, but I hope that this podcast will be a huge help for you as you move forward through 5.2. I'm going to do a couple of problems off of the homework. Although they're not the exact problems, they're very similar to the homework there. Hopefully, again, this helps you out. And if you have any questions, please make sure you can email me, you can text me, and I can get back with you as soon as possible on that. But as far as everything else is concerned, hopefully this will be a help for you. Well, I guess we'll sign off on that. Let's get started with some problems. We got a little Call Me Maybe. This is my jam. I'm sorry. We're going to get it rolling here. Get it rocking and rolling. All right, perfect. Awesome. Let me get all situated here. All right, let me get that pen. Here we go. Man, good song. I'm going to turn that down now. All right, let's get it rolling. We're going to start with number one here. Cosine of 60 minus 45. Remember that this homework section 5.2 on MML is due by tonight at midnight. That's Tuesday at midnight. And let's get it going. Now, first thing we remember is anytime we have cosine of A minus B, we have a specific formula. That's cosine of A, cosine B, plus, remember if this is minus, this one's plus, so just be careful on those signs. But then it's plus sine A, sine B. Now, because A is 60 degrees, what we have now is cosine of 60, cosine of 45, plus sine of 60, sine of 45. Now, remember at sine and cosine of 45 degrees, that's just square root of 2 over 2, right? This is the unit circle. Hopefully you can pull this up either on your phone or probably prefer on your Mac, or maybe you have a hard copy of it. Then we know that the cosine of 60 would be 1/2, where the sine of 60 is square root of 3 over 2. Now we multiply across. Remember, we just multiply 1 times square root of 2 is square root of 2. We know it'll be square root of 2 over 4 plus square root of 6. Square root of 3 times square root of 2 is square root of 6 over 4 as well. So my answer would be square root of 2 plus, let me write it down here, square root of 2 plus square root of 6 all over 4 is my answer. I don't know why it's not letting me write down there, but all over 4 would be my answer there, okay? All right, let's go to number 2. Número dos. All right, with this one, cosine of 73, cosine of 13, plus sine of 73, sine of 13. The first thing we need to know is what is the value of the first value. Now, it's like alpha, I don't even know. I think it's like a Greek symbol right there. But basically, what is the A? We know the A is going to be 73 degrees, and the B would be 13 degrees, right? So this is our B, this is our A. All right, we got it there. All right, so as we look at this, we know it's some cosine A, cosine B, plus sine A, sine B, something like that, right? So as we look at that, which one has plus? Well, I look and notice that it's cosine of A minus B. So since it's cosine of A minus B, we know that that was on the previous problem, right, in that last problem. So what we can do is do the cosine of 73 minus 13. Well, as I simplify, I realize that the cosine of 73 minus 13 is 60. So my question is what is the cosine of 60? And that's how I would simplify. Basically, this is working backwards from what I did on the previous section. So cosine of 60, I remember that's 1/2. So my answer would be positive 1/2 as my value for cosine of 60. Okay? All right. Again, hopefully this is helping you here. The next one here, we notice that it's sine of 225. Since we know 225, we can't find that on the unit circle anywhere. We have to have two angles either added or subtracted together, A plus B, or it could be A minus B, and some people might be different, and that's okay. Well, what two, when added or subtracted, get me to 225? Well, I realized that, oh, you know what? Sine of 180 plus 45, right? Sine of 180 plus 45 equals 225, right? All right, so we could do that. Put sine of 180 plus 45. So then we go to our formula sheet. All right, go to our formula sheet and realize that it is sine of A cosine B plus cosine of A sine B. All right, so we're going to get plugging and chugging. All right, get on the train. All right, get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, move. All right, so we're going to plug and chug. All right, yeah, A is 180, B is 45. Okay, plug and chug here. Thought I'd just give a little shout out there. Thought we'd give a little shout out to Rhombus out there. I'm sure he's listening to the podcast today. I'm sure you know who else is listening to it. I know Emily, Miranda, probably, and Alexa and Mahima. A little shout out to the Amen Corner. You got Justin, Brad, Colton, Basil, Colin, all the way over in that corner over there. You know, I could go on and on. Charlie, a little shout out to Charlie. Got shout out to Bartow, Cannon. Shout out to you guys out there. Hopefully you're doing well today. Hey, sine of 180. As I look at sine of 180, I notice that is the y at that point. And I noticed that the sine of 180 is actually 0. So anything really times 0, we know it's square root of 2 over 2. Anything times 0 is 0. So we actually don't have anything. Cosine of 180, though, is negative 1. Okay, so we have 0 plus negative 1. And sine of 45 is square root of 2 over 2. Now, make sure you use it just like I do here because, again, it'll simplify there. So now I've got 0 plus negative square root of 2 over 2. So really what I have is negative, and I'll put it down here, negative square root of 2 over 2 would be my answer. Okay, that would be my answer there. Now the next part, as I look at the bottom here, you'll notice, again, this is kind of our last problem. This will be our last one here. This one is a little bit different. This is one like we did in class where what is A and what's B? Remember, A is the first angle, right? So A would be 20 degrees where B would be 25 degrees, right? So what we're using is what is tangent of A plus tangent B all over 1 minus tangent A tangent B. And I remember that one is tangent of A plus B. Again, you'll have your formula sheet there. And if I were to plug that in, what I would have now, and I'll erase this because you can kind of go back and look at it here. But since it's tangent of A plus B, we know as we plug in, A would be 20, B would be 25. So it would be the same as what is tangent of 45 degrees. So what you would do is plug tangent of 45 in for that expression. And once I plug that in, what is the y over x at 45 degrees? Well, I know the y is square root of 2 over 2, and the x is square root of 2 over 2. So when I simplify that, I know the same thing on top and bottom gets me a value. The exact value of the expression would be 1. All right? Hey, hopefully you're doing well again today. Hey, I care about you all so very much. I hope you all know that. If there's anything I can do, please let me know. The game plan is on Wednesday to have that podcast that we'll post, or I'm sorry, that this Wednesday, I apologize, Friday's the quiz. This Wednesday we'll plan on in the morning. If you need to come on in, we'll get some help on that and we'll go from there. Again, love y'all, care about y'all. Hopefully you have a great Tuesday and stay busy and get some work done, get that MML done. All right, talk to y'all soon.